I'm Dave Chapin, and this is the October Wilmer Electric update. I don't have a lot to say this month, so I'm going to quickly just introduce the other portions of the video and turn it over to them. Later in the video, we're going to have Steve come by with an update on our apprentice wage review system. Justin is going to do some profiles of the people inside of the engineering department, and Trista is going to give her typical HR update. So the only announcement I have is we are making a recruiting and marketing video. It involves many of the people that work here at Wilmer Electric, so you may find yourself on camera, and we appreciate those who have done that. And for the rest of us, we will see the video when it comes out sometime in November. You can look forward to that. So unfortunately, we're not having our company meetings this October like we typically have, so we will miss seeing everybody because of travel restrictions and gathering restrictions. But soon enough, things will return back so that we can spend more time with each other, enjoying one another's company. So stay safe and have a great October.
Hello, my name is Steve Gardner, and I'm here to talk to you about a recent memorandum of change that went out regarding apprentice wage level evaluations. The purpose of the memorandum of change is to talk about how we're going to now do the apprentice wage reviews moving forward. The direction we want to head is we're moving to apprentice promotions that are wage level adjustments to be more in line with our core value of merit shop. Education is a key part of our apprentice development, and we will promote and give wage adjustments based on NCCER module completion, which is the education modules that we teach at our apprentice training every weekday afternoon. Our intent is to complete wage evaluations for apprentices once the apprentice completes 6 modules of their current NCCER level. The next evaluation will occur after completion of the entire level. Right now, we do wage evaluations on a rolling 6-month basis, so probably in September, or we do it in September and then we'll do it again in February or March. Now it'll be based on completion of education levels. So what will change, however, is this month, September 2020, wage reviews will happen as normal, and apprentice performance evaluations that happen quarterly will remain unchanged. What will change is effective October 1st, 2020, wage evaluations for apprentice level 1 through 4 will be conducted monthly as needed. We will no longer conduct semi-annual wage evaluations for apprentices on a set schedule. Wage evaluations will be conducted on an individual level and time to completion of modules within the NCCER apprentice training program. The payroll effective date will be the first day of the first payroll period the month following the wage evaluation. So if you get a wage evaluation in October, your effective date will be the first day of the first pay period in November. So what are the next steps? The first step as a company, we update information in Vista for all apprentices to make sure everything is accurate. We're going to conduct our September wage reviews as normal, the September 2020, and most of you should have received a wage evaluation by now. We're going to start our new system after completion of the September 20 wage reviews. And then we're going to set up reminders in Vista to alert us of the need for wage evaluations as apprentices complete the 6th module or their entire level. What's inherent on Wilmer Electric is to make sure we provide you, the apprentices, with the opportunity to stay on a normal career progression, and we are 100% committed to doing that. So again, that's information on the memorandum of change as it relates to our apprentice promotions and wage reviews. Have a great day, and thanks for everything that you do for Wilmer Electric.
So just a little bit, I guess, about me, why I'm involved in the engineering department, or how I'm involved in the engineering department. My name is Justin Chapin, and I've been with Wilmer Electric for 22 years, and I am licensed in 18 states as a professional engineer. So I get to sign documents when you guys have prepared the various documents. I'm the responsible engineer for 18 of the states, one of which Corey and I share. Corey, why don't you introduce yourself, your name, and then how many years you've worked here and where you're licensed, I guess, in total number of states.
Corey Lounsbury. I've been at Wilmer Electric for 16 years, full-time employment. I was here for 3 years as an intern in college. For all of that, I am licensed in 19 states, one of which is duplicated with Justin. So I'm responsible for those states. So
Awesome. Dan, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Dan Stewart. I am a drafter here at Wilmer, and I've been here for 4 months.
Blake, how long have you been here and what's your last name?
I'm Blake Arbogast. I've been here for a little over a year now. Now we're in the Wilmer office.
Awesome. Vanessa?
My name's Vanessa Reichman, and I've worked at Wilmer Electric for 3 years, a little over 3 years, and I work in the Wilmer office.
Awesome. Corey Barber?
Corey Barber. I work in the Wilmer office, and I've been here a little over 6 years.
So Corey Barber, what do you find as your most interesting project that you've worked on while you've been here? When you tell people what awesome job you have, what do you tell them about?
The most interesting to me was the Conroe, Texas prison job. It was big and it was a learning experience for me. And it was interesting because it was all new. All new to me. I learned a lot on that project.
Well, how about Vanessa? When you tell people what you do and what interesting things you do at Wilmer Electric, what do you highlight?
The lead tower project that's been going on for a while now. A lot of different rules and stuff with residential laying out power and lighting, and so that's been a lot of learning experiences, and then adjusting with all the unit changes as people are purchasing the units and requesting different items in those units.
Super. How about Blake?
My one job that I highlight would be Ames Construction. I just thought it was really cool being able to set up the shop and office area and all the different types of equipment and amenities they needed for those.
Ames is a general contractor, so they have offices and a back-end shop.
Yep.
Excellent. How about Dan?
Well, I've been working mostly on a lot of these veterinary clinics, a few other things sprinkled in there. And I find it very interesting working on these clinics, as I tend to watch a lot of the Animal Planet, and a lot of the programming on there are veterinary shows that are on there. So I'm kind of seeing what's going on in those programs, that I see stuff that I recognize for what I'm seeing in the work I'm doing too. So it's kind of interesting in that.
Well, Corey, what do you tell people about as far as your interesting projects?
well, the 3 that came to mind have been mentioned specifically. The first one being the Houston Ice Detention Center in Conroe that Barber mentioned, because of I think it was 400 and some thousand square feet of project that we had to design, and the detention aspect of it. And there was some BIM coordination done, and we had a electrical subcontractor helping us perform the work. So it was just a lot of challenging aspects from concept to final installation, and there's weather related issues that pop up later after the project too that we had to work on as well. So that was a big challenge. Second on my list would be the lead tower project that Vanessa mentioned, being 22 stories, a lot of different code and real tight space, so a lot of coordination challenges with that project.
Corey Barber, what are the most common tasks that you work on a day-to-day basis?
I work on veterinary clinics just about every day, with either drafting or reviewing or coordination with Tricia. That's what I mostly do.
How about Vanessa? What do you do in your typical day? What's the most common task?
It's usually drafting and coordinating with the electrical design projects, some design build projects.
Excellent. And Blake?
Most days I'm only doing AutoCAD. I've done a little bit of Revit here and there, but lately it's just been a lot of Trimble and rough and dimension drawings on AutoCAD.
You mentioned Trimble. You're one of the people then who's helping lay out the points for our Trimble tool station when people are using that.
Yep.
Excellent. How about Dan?
Well, I pretty much do the drafting work as well. Primarily, I've been using Revit, and I'm starting to do a little bit more with the AutoCAD and setting some stuff up there.
How about Corey Lonsbury?
Well, I get the pleasure of leading this group of people and helping them keep on task, and in return, they always make our projects look good and complete things, and we're pretty notorious for being on time with our work, and we make that a focus. So we try to coordinate and make sure that we have enough manpower and effort on the right things to meet all the deadlines that we have. So that'd be the primary thing. But I also talk to our field employees a lot, help them with design or construction related challenges that they face. There's 6 or 8 people that I talk to in the field quite regularly, and I always welcome talking to others as well if the need be. So another random thing we do occasionally is electrical hazard studies, which is short circuit studies, coordination studies, and arc flash studies. Along with the short circuit studies, we end up doing a lot of calculations for our field projects when they need a short circuit label or voltage drop calculation or a load calculation to help in their decision making process or code required labeling. So I'll get information from the field and return a label, or at least the information they need to put on the label.
Excellent. Willmar Electric having an engineering department like this is unique. Not very many companies have a group that is doing design work for architects, doing design work for construction projects. So you guys are helping to make us unique and provide services that aren't often provided in companies that we're competing against. So helping to give us an advantage in ways that we can get more work and get more interesting work, like the lead tower, like the HIDC project that we wouldn't otherwise have a chance at. If you have any questions on the engineering department, want to talk to somebody, you have help that you need engineering wise, probably want to contact Corey Lounsbury. Can't get hold of Corey Lounsbury, you can call me and we can help direct your conversation wherever it needs to go with whatever it needs to happen.
Welcome to the October anniversary update here during our monthly video. So today I have a couple of things that I'm going to go over. One is going to be the anniversaries that we have for the month of October. The second one is going to be benefit enrollment and when open enrollment time starts. So let's start with our anniversaries. In October here, we have Caden Copeland, who on October 4th will have been here 1 year. On October 10th in Minnesota, Jeff Bunnell will have been here 4 years. Wesley Griefy, who hails to us from Oklahoma, will be here 2 years on October 22nd. And then finally wrapping it up on October 29th, Brenton Schultz in Minnesota will be here 2 years. So thank you to all of you for another year of dedication and hard work to Willmar Electric. We're glad to have you be here working alongside of us, and we look forward to another year. Unfortunately, in September, we did not have any new hires, so we don't have anything to report on that. The next thing I want to talk about is going to be benefit enrollment. So this year, it's going to run just a little bit different than we did in the past couple of years. So about the third week of October, you're going to get an email from me. You're actually going to get 2 emails from me. The first email is going to be an email that comes directly from me with a letter in it that talks about what our benefits look like this year. It's going to have a packet of information that for you to look through, as well as a video if you'd like to watch that goes over our open enrollment information for our benefits. Now, the information you're receiving in this email is basically the same information you received the last couple of years via mail. But we are going to do it via email this year since we are still moving and continue to move fully to online enrollment, similar to what we did last year. So if you did it with an enrollment specialist last year, those in Oklahoma who did it, now just as a reminder, this is all online like we talked about last year, so everybody will need to go online to complete their enrollment this year. The second email you're going to get is from eCentral. Ease Central, I should say. It will look like it's coming from me. So if you see it and it has my email address on it, know that it is from me. It is legit. This email will tell you that it has reset your password. You'll need to follow the directions to complete giving yourself a new password for it and then doing the enrollment. So you look at that, follow the directions as to what it says, and go proceed through to do your enrollment. So watch for in the next couple 3 weeks here, you're going to get an email with the information, and then it's going to give you the timeline for what your what our open enrollment is going to be from October through November timeframe, a couple weeks into November. So watch for that. If you have questions, please feel free to send me an email or call me. I'm more than willing to answer any questions, but you'll get a little note in the weekly brief to watch for that it's going to come this week on this date. So just be prepared for that. Again, thanks to those who have had their anniversaries this week, and we look forward, or this month, I should say, and we look forward to another year with you.